Super Mario Bros. Wonder has so many different badges, with most of them being fairly useful to the player. And then you get to the Invisibility badge, or as I as a kid thought, the Invincibility badge. Now, I don't know what Nintendo was thinking with this badge. The cons heavily outweigh the pros in terms of gameplay. I must say it is funny though. You go to start a level and then a few seconds later go, where am I? So now it is time to answer the question, can you beat Super Mario Bros. Wonder while completely invisible? The rules of the run are simple. I will play through most main stages with the badge. There is a New Game Plus mode, because this is a platformer. Why would anyone need that unless they have a very unique and arbitrary challenge to do? That's me. And I can't use any online features to help me, so if you see me use them, I did not. Anyways, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more challenge runs like this, and with that said, let's start the run. I'm going to go through every single level. Most levels are impossible. Sure, fun day. Not win. Yeah, they are with that attitude, you know? Welcome to the Flower Kingdom. Who are they welcoming? There is no one here. Or is there? This level is very basic, but there are a few things to learn about the game here. Talking flowers do not talk to you, because you are invisible. By using an item balloon, you can temporarily see where you are in the level. When moving on a side-scroller stage, the camera will start to move right once Luigi reaches a certain point on screen, so you can kind of keep track where he is. For instances like this, I have this very funny Luigi PNG file to locate the approximate x-axis value. Piranha Plans on Parade is such a good time, specifically because it takes all of the knowledge gained from that last level and completely chucks it out the window because of the auto-scrolling section in this level. I got confused because I didn't know where I was. Now, I could always skip the Wonder segment, but then I would be skipping out on this. And that is unacceptable. However, you probably noticed the fireball shooting from nowhere. This is a simple thing I do to somewhat locate Luigi. The note blocks help here too. Scram Skedaddlers is very par for the course, but I did learn that you can see Luigi twinkling when he has star power. Wiggle Erase Mountaineering goes exactly how you'd expect. That was good. You expected it to be good, right? You expected. Pipe Rock Plateau Palace is a wacky one. Thankfully, the game gives you the elephant power-up so Luigi can swing his trunk and you can see the smear lines to somewhat locate the lad, or just use the fire flower too, that works. The difficult part here is the boss fight with Bowser Jr., which even has unique dialogue for the Invisibility badge. Neat! The problem with this boss and all future bosses is that you cannot use the camera to locate Luigi. Thankfully, I got the fire flower and elephant to help somewhat, but if only there was a power-up that could help me locate myself. This is foreshadowing. World 1 is now complete. Now it is time for Fluff Puff Peaks, which gives Luigi bubbles, and that is Pretty Kingdom. Elmoe Valley can be challenging, but I have technology, and by that I mean bubbles, so I'm able to travel a large distance rather well. But the Wonder Effect, which is completely optional, was quite a challenge because it's an auto-scroller. Condarts Away is a great level, and one that you can get infinite lives on if only someone made a video on that. This level actually showcases how the Invisibility badge can be good, because the Condarts are just chilling throughout the whole level. No one is here. But sadly, once you pick up the Wonder Flower, Luigi is visible again. That is not very wowie-zowie. Pull Block Passage is quite wacky, because the level isn't a dreaded auto-scroller. It might even be worse. A vertical platforming section with a locked camera. Now I had to solely rely on bubbles and the little puffs of smoke that Luigi makes when jumping to get through this. I must say I never realized how much smoke is made by running. Goodness gracious. Airship time! Now I must say, for an auto-scroller, this is pretty easy, and the Wonder Effect makes things easier for some odd reason. Thanks, Giant Bowser Airship Cannon. I appreciate that. Countdown to Drop Down is a level hovering over a Death Pit of Doom, but that's alright because these platforms give me ample time to notice if I'm stepping on them or not. How great. It works for the most part. The keyword there is most. Bubbles are great, by the way. Holy moly. Fluff Puff Peaks Palace is the final level in World 2 and very stressful due to the, yet again, Death Pits of Doom. Bubbles are coming in clutch here, and the Wonder Effect allows me to see Luigi, so that's an added bonus. We take those. Oh, okay. The boss fight sure was a boss fight. I appreciate the unique dialogue again, though. That's cool how it just doesn't repeat the same lines over and over. Thanks, Nintendo. Time for World 3. Hop to it. What a wild time. I thought I would be able to own the Hoppy Cat before it jumped, but no. The Wonder Flower turns the game to Doodle Jump, however. That sure does bring back memories. Across the Night Sky was definitely a level that exists. Fun fact, I didn't know you could disable these fire spike lads by attacking them, and I'm assuming you fellas watching didn't know either or did know and think I'm stupid. No, I'm not. Zip Track Dash is the easiest level out of World 3 because of the camera moving with Luigi makes me track his movements easier. This world doesn't even have a boss fight, so it is time for World 4. Valley Full of Snoodles is certainly a valley full of snoodles. There are tons of these bouncy things, which I must say are very funny. That's about it though. Break time! its peak. Wild. Ninja Jump Party. For being a level based on the music, it was rather easy to do thanks to the camera moving with Luigi again. I sure do wonder if there will be another level like that in the future. Sun-Baked Desert Palace is certainly a palace level. The hardest part of this level is avoiding the Kirby spike balls. That is, of course, before the boss fight, because hoo boy, more unique dialogue, which is great, but I cannot see Luigi at all in the water. Aside from these tiny bubbles, that wasn't the best experience. But surprisingly, first try. Let's go. Oh no. With that royal seed collected, now there are only 2 more to go, and I collect 2 more. Crazy. It is time for Bowser's Castle Bowser. The next 5 levels are probably the most difficult in the game to do invisible, so that's just great. Missile Meg Mayhem. Have you noticed it? Because I certainly have. The best power-up in this challenge, the Drill Mushroom. The only indication I had when jumping was that little sound and a puff of smoke. But now when Luigi has the Drill Mushroom, you can see the visual effect of the drill every time you jump, allowing for more control in the air. Very Kingdom indeed. I sure do hope that nothing bad happens to the Drill Mushroom. Oh boy, oh man, that would not be very good in the slightest. High Voltage Gauntlet is certainly a stage that exists for the sole purpose of having Metal Mario in it, and I respect that so much. Nintendo liked that idea so much, they decided to have the player completely visible during the encounter. This is probably the last time we'll ever see Luigi in actual gameplay. Farewell, my sweet prince. Evade the Seeker Bullet Bills is probably the funniest level name in the game. It isn't even a title, it's just a warning. This level is alright though. If it wasn't for the Drill Mushroom, I would be in quite the pickle. Knucklefest Bowser's Blazing Beats is probably the best level name in the game. Gotta love me some alliteration. Very funny as well because you strike a pose in the level's wonder effect and there is just nobody there. Holding enemies in this level is Luigi's best friend because there's so much stuff going on, it's hard to look at the little bits of smoke by his feet. Also, where did the Drill Mushroom go? And here we are. The final battle, Bowser's Rage Stage. This final level is an absolute doozy, let me tell you. First off, you get more unique dialogue, which is fantastic because I think I'm the only person in the history of this game to do this challenge because who wants to torture themselves like this? Now, Bowser Jr. creates a massive wonder effect and now absolute pain begins. This is an auto-scroller first off, and there's so much happening on screen at once, and I don't have the Drill Mushroom. That sounds like a great time. Until you get to the dragon, because I cannot see where I am anymore. Dodging a Kirby spike ball was fine, but this is just too much. That just made me remember the strategy I used in level 2 of this game for about 5 seconds. The item balloon. Spamming the A button helps out a lot, but the item balloon itself is still very green, so it doesn't contrast with the castle's Bowser's color palette that much. And at this point in the level, I knew that the developers did not want you to beat this game with the invisibility badge because this floating section is near impossible. There is no indicator of movement, and all I have to go off is an item balloon and a dream. But now it's final boss time. More unique dialogue. And oh boy, it's that fixed camera rhythm level that was foreshadowed. That's crazy. Who wrote this script? It was me. I did. I must say, after Peach, Bowser has really taken a more musical approach to his evil schemes, and I am all here for it. A game could be awful but have jammer music, and I would still enjoy it. Thankfully, Mario Wonder has absolute bangers and is a fantastic game. Fantastic game second, bangers first. And speaking of things that are fantastic, I still cannot see Luigi. However, when the super jump happens, there is a very brief point in time where you can see the lad's outline energy effect thingy. To close off, this challenge was a surprising amount of fun and honestly quite a good challenge to knock out in 2 hours. If this video gets 1 view, I'll do another one. With that said, wowie zowie. Yahoo!